Alright guys, today I'm just going to show you how to set up a Wax wallet so you can get started in gaming, NFTs, and whatnot. Really simple. I mean, first if you just go and search on Google for Wax wallet, you're going to want to go to wax.wallet.io. Very simple. See if I'm already logged in here, but basically it's going to bring you to this page. Now, if you don't have an account already, which I'm assuming is why you're watching this video, it's really easy to set it up. You can either, just create a new wallet using, any of these, whether it be, Google, Facebook, or whatever, or you can just sign up for a new account, enter your email, create a password. You'll get a verification email. You just go verify that, and then you are pretty much set up. And all of a sudden, you're going to have a Wax wallet. And what it's going to do is it's going to look something like this. So I'm just going to log into mine here. I just use Gmail. I'm going to pick the actual account that I'm using. And then it's going to ask me for my two-factor authentication, which is something I would recommend setting up. It's super easy. It will walk you through how to do that. And then just every time you log in, you're just going to have to go and usually it's on your phone, so you just enter that 6-digit code and then you're good to go. It's a good idea because then it will just make everything a little bit more secure. And then once you're in, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to get your Wax wallet ID. Now this is super important. It's a good idea to remember it and stuff, because this is now where you can get people to send you Wax tokens, or if you're buying them on an exchange, which I'll talk about in a second, this is the address that you're going to send them to. If you forget it or can't remember, you can also just click the receive button. It'll either give you a QR code that'll generate it, or you'll get that. But that's where you're going to send your tokens, or where you're going to receive your tokens. And then it's very easy if you have a friend or need to send Wax to somebody else. You can just hit the send. Same kind of thing. You're just going to say, how much Wax am I going to send? I'm going to send $5 of Wax, so 62 Wax. I'm going to enter whatever their Wax wallet ID is, and then I can send that. So obviously I'm not going to send it because that's my wallet, but that's basically what that's for. So super easy. There's all kinds of different apps and stuff. You can go and just kind of look through all those if you want. It's a good idea. I'll show you a couple other things too, but just to get to familiarize yourself with a couple of places, a couple really important ones. Like a lot of these are different games that you might want to get into. Some of them are really, really cool. Blockchain Brawlers is a fun wrestling game. Music Moguls is about to come out. Alien World has been around for a long time, and there's many others. Alcor Exchange is another place you're going to want to familiarize yourself with, because this is where you're going to exchange all your in-game tokens for Wax. Then now you can send and receive to different exchanges and trade those for dollars and put them in your bank account and so on. And then the other one that I can't remember if it's on here, that is definitely worth getting and checking out, and I'll have a different video about this, is the Taco app, but basically you can get that from the Play Store. What it is basically their DeFi version for Wax. You can do everything. You can see all the tokens that you have through all the different games. You can send and receive, you can swap tokens, you can do all kinds of different things like that. So it's definitely something you want to go and download. It's very, very handy, makes things super easy, and keeps everything in one place, especially as you get into this ecosystem. And you might find that you have lots of different games and stuff that you want. So once you get your Wax wallet set up, one of the things that you are probably going to have to do before you get started is you're going to have to stake a little bit of Wax to get started in 3 different areas. So if you go down here to the staking rewards, over here at the time that you're getting this set up, there's probably not going to be anything here, but you can go and stake more tokens. And once you get into this and start playing different games and stuff, it's going to ask you to do this stuff anyway. It's going to say, oh, can't complete transaction because you need more CPU or you need more RAM. Then you can just go to your wallet, you can come here, and you can enter the amount that's required. It doesn't take a whole lot to get started. You could probably start with like 10 Wax. You stake that on your CPU, or it might say, you don't have enough RAM. Let's get rid of that. well, the drop down, there we go. So then I'm going to stake some RAM. You might have to stake a little bit of net. It doesn't take a lot, like as you can see here. I mean, I use this pretty extensively, and I've only got, you know, roughly $1,500 worth of wax staked. When I first started, I mean, it wasn't even 50 wax, so you don't even need that much. I have a lot going on. That's why I have more of that stake. And you can see I'm not using much. Probably could stake a little bit more RAM. So you know what? Why don't we do that? We'll just show you. Let's say we're just going to stake 10 more wax towards our RAM. We're going to buy that. You are, a lot of these I've already checked them off, so I don't have to prove it every time, and you can always do that. You can either check that off so that you don't have to do this every time, but a lot of times it will ask you to approve or deny the transaction. Obviously, I'm going to approve it in this case, and I'm done. So I've just staked a little bit more RAM now, so that going forward, you know, there's more things I can do. Like I said, you probably won't have to start with much, but you probably will need some wax to get started. The reason I like the wax wallet so much, it makes it super easy, because if you need to go buy wax now to get started, I mean, it's as simple as clicking on this button, and then you can pick your preferred exchange. Now, if you're not familiar with exchanges and all that kind of stuff, I'll show you how to do that in a separate video. If you're not in the US, I mean, Binance is a good place to go buy wax. Personally, I'm up in Canada, so I use crypto.com. If you're in the US, you can use crypto.com as well to buy your wax, and then all you have to do is just send it to your wallet address, which is this, which I'll show you in another video. But I do like the wax wallet because it makes it so easy. Another one, KuCoin is another one that a lot of times I'll keep stable coins and USDC and different cryptos there that I can exchange for wax, and then I can just send them to my wax wallet whenever I want to do something, whether it be buy a new NFT, you know, exchange some tokens, different things like that. But that is one of the things that you are going to have to do, is you are going to have to stake a little bit of wax, so you are going to have to buy some upfront. I'll talk a little bit more about exchanges, but if you're familiar with exchanges already, just see if it carries wax on it. I know, like I said, crypto.com and KuCoin are the two that I use the most, that I buy my wax on, and then I just send it to this address, and then it just shows up in my wax balance, and then I can go to my staking rewards and I can stake more tokens. So that is basically how you go and set up a wax wallet and get started. Now, to find different games and stuff, like I just said, I mean, one of the other things that you're probably going to want to get familiar with is Alcor Exchange. This is where you can exchange and find all the different tokens and gaming tokens. You know, I like to, there's a lot of different tokens on here. I have a few favorites that obviously I'm using on a regular basis. Once you're in here, you can, you know, go find all those. You can look up any game that you're in will have its in-game token. You can go and search that. And then the only thing, you know, you got to do is, right now, this is, I haven't connected my wallet, but if I want to connect my wallet, you just go up here. I'm going to connect my wax wallet to the Alcor Exchange, and that way any tokens that I have sitting in my wax wallet, which I'll show you again in a second. Again, I'm going to approve that, and then all of a sudden now, you know, whatever wax that I have is going to show up there, and then whatever tokens that I have in, you know, all these different areas are also going to show up in my wallet, and that's where I can go buy and sell and exchange. I'm not going to get too much into that. That's a whole nother thing, but that's definitely something you want to look at. You definitely want to go and download the Taco Wax Utility app, because again, that's another place where you can see all that stuff. And if you don't like using the Alcor Exchange, you can still swap the different in-game tokens like BTK for wax. You can do that right on the app. It makes it super, super simple. And then I just want to show you again on the wax wallet. Another thing I like is you can go down here. You can see all the tokens that you actually have within your wallet. Now, not all your tokens will always show up, because some games require you to hold them in the in-game wallet, which in that case you won't see them on here, but you can transfer those into your wax wallet and vice versa. So some of those you'll see in here, and some of them will show up in your in-game wallet, but you can transfer them back and forth as well. But that's where you can see all your tokens, and then you can also go and see all your different NFTs. So this could be all your in-game NFTs. It could be basically any NFTs that you own. It's just taking a while to load here because I do have a lot of them. But you'll be able to go see them all in here. You can break it down by the different collections and stuff that you have so that you can see all the different NFTs. These are things that you own that are sitting in your Wax wallet. That's why, again, it's a good idea to go do that. Two-factor authentication, because then it just makes sure that all of that stuff is a little bit more secure. So again, that's kind of where I wanted to start, guys. Just go and set up a wallet. Just know that this is your address. You can pretty much access everything from here. You're going to want to get familiar with probably Alcor Exchange, which is just, you know, ALCOR Exchange. You're probably going to want to download the Taco Wax utility app, and then the only other place you'll probably want to also get is just Atomic Hub. That's another place. There's other areas too where you can go buy and sell and find all the different NFTs. Atomic Hub is a great place. It's very user friendly. Again, it'll show all games, NFTs, everything that's in the Wax atmosphere, and then you can just go and you can click on those. You can see everything that's in there. You can sort them by, you know, different, sort them by all kinds of different characteristics and stuff. This is where you can decide to go and buy them. Again, you know, the first time you log in, it's probably going to ask you just connect your wallet. Once you do that, whatever wax you hold in that wallet is going to show up here. And now I can just go and I can, you know, pick and choose whatever I want. So say I want to go find a, you know, a low budget wrestler. All I have to do is I can click buy right there, or I can go in, look at a few more details about that wrestler, you know, how much they're selling for on average. And if I like it, I hit buy. It's going to automatically take it from my wallet. And then that NFT is now going to show up in my wallet in my NFT section. So quick rundown of the Wax wallet. Great place to get started. Great place to just kind of get comfortable with crypto and yeah, and go from there. And next, guys, I will show you guys how to use the exchanges and actually send wax, buy and send wax to your crypto wallets.